Okay, let's see. This is Monday, my classic. Now, I'm going to be preparing some mulberry scented candles. Hopefully everything goes to plan. Hopefully I don't make a mess like I normally do. Here's purple mulberry. My little mason jars, set my wicks. Candle number 1. Number 2. Candle number 3. Candle number 4. Candle number 5. Candle number 6. I'm getting close. Candle number 7. Candle number 8. Now, what I'm going to do is, I got just about enough wax out for my thumb. For smarts. I got just enough wax. I'm going to let these cool. I'm going to take my little frame pieces here. Put my wicks through it. That way it keeps the candle wick in place. And it doesn't make it slouch or slide to the side how most of these are doing. Since the bases of them are glued to the center, that's going to be a pain in the butt. So I'm going to pull it through and pull it through that piece there to set it straight. No, that's not going to work. That's what I hate about these cheap wicks that I got from that one person. They ain't worth a crap. They fall apart too easy. And not only do they fall apart too easy, they don't set like the other wicks I normally get. The good old strong cotton wicks. That's all I gotta do is just this right here, and they work fine. Now a couple of these are doing okay, but yeah, I'm not too fond of these wicks. I don't like them. But the person I normally buy the wicks from, they were away, as noted. So I kind of I needed wicks, and I didn't want to buy them from my local retail place because you get what I paid for 100 of these. They have the same exact wick, which had 4 of them for $8. And I spent $8 on 100 of these horrible ass wicks. So, if I was going to spend $8, I'd rather get 100 of them versus 8 of them. Now I'm going to tell you, these are some very good. Dang it, that bottom piece didn't work. I might have to set it down like that and hope to God it does what it's supposed to do. Yep, that's what I thought. That base didn't stick. And see, this one here, this is the good candle wicks, and evidently I didn't set this wick, which I thought I did, which is my fault. So I get to hold it by the hot piece of metal here, put it straight as I can, put this piece in and through, and find out exactly where I need to put that down to, and then slide it in that coupler, make sure it doesn't move around, and set it about even. There we go. It's still not exactly where it should be. I guarantee it's not where it's supposed to be. And that's the problem with these big thick wicks like this. Sometimes they don't do as you think they should. Okay, this one's going to be a pain in the ass. I'm going to have to dump this one back in. Ow, that jar's nice and warm. Ooh, it's getting heated up. I'm going to set you over here. I'm going to get me an oven mitt out of my drawer. I would normally use for a hot pot or pan of such, because this is nice and warm. And back in she goes. Get all I can out of that. Okay. Pop the brim off so it doesn't cause an issue. I'll have to let that one cool down a little bit and get it nice and back to room temperature, so I can set me a wick in that and hopefully it stays. I guess I could use one of these other jars, but this one here already has this partial wax of mulberry scent and wax, and this one, as you can see, it's you can't. I can see it. I don't know if you can or not, but it has. Smells like mulberry bubble gum. But I'm gonna let that one cool down a little bit more and reset the wick in it again. Hopefully the wick's not too damaged. Let's see. No, it's just let it cool down a little bit. It's already taken on some of the wax on it. See, this is the good wick. This is one of the good ones. But yeah, my retarded butt didn't set the wick like I thought I should have. So I gotta get my handy dandy old glue here, and let's see if I can do this real quick while it's kind of thicky on the bottom. I can just, because I use super glue on the base of the jar, and that's how I glue my wicks down. A lot of people use a tape, like a special kind of two-way tape, and my issue with that is a lot of times with that tape you have the issue that I had here with this one, is the tape will give loose, and then your wick will float, and then everything's kind of screwed in the process. But these are mulberries. As of right now, it's a reddish kind of purple color, but when they dry, it's going to be a lighter purple, maybe a deep purple. I'm not sure exactly yet. Because when I had it in the pot a little bit ago, it was a pinkish kind of purpley, and which I'm fine with that, because when you squish a mulberry, it's kind of that color form. But it's really strong mulberry. I've added a 2 blend wax to this, and Let me scoot up some. We can see, actually, me scoot up. I'm going to scoot my camera. Well, I need to scoot it back then. There. You got the light, casting shadows. Now, there's my candles. And this is how I do all my process. My stove is right here. My countertop's right here. I set my containers right here, and that's how I make them. And I use this nice cool countertop, so that way it basically cools the underneath part a little quicker. Normally, sometimes I would use a old silver serving tray and have them on top of that because it allows air to go underneath it and it cools a little bit quicker. But right now I'm just doing my standard, everyday kind of way. But yeah, this is how I make my candles. Whether it be jars or cans or citronella or, usually when the kids are off doing something, the wife's gone to work, and I'm here by myself, I make candles. And my next run, as I'm sitting here, let me go grab it real quick. If I can hold it, but you see it? This is going to be my next run right here. My next run of candles. This right here. Now this bottle here cost me, I think it was like 18 bucks. And I've already melted and had it cooled. This is soy blend as of right now. And I got my other blend of wax on the other side of the room, which I'm going to add to it, and which will make the scent of the aroma of this throw out more and make it more vibrant. And soy's good. I mean, it does a good job for scent wise, but you need a backup with it because they smell good. Like when these are done, you take the cap off, you smell it, it smells great. But when you light the wick, the scent is kind of like half-assed. You can't really get a good, strong aroma from it. So that's why I use a different type of wax and add with it, and therefore it has a stronger smell when you burn it, and even when it's dried in the base form, it's right now it's fresh and it smells really good. But when you put the other wax with it, it makes it even stronger. So therefore, it has a stronger smell. That way, even if you don't like the candle, you can take the cap off, set it down, and it'll, nice fragrance for them. Some people get candles and never light them. Some people, like my wife, she'll get a candle, and as soon as she gets it, she lights it, which is great for me because it makes this place smell good. And then when she's done with it, I transfer the wax from a hot plate into another container, and I'll add, sometimes I'll make a multi-layer candle of different fragrances and just do it that way. I got into doing this a couple of years ago, well, actually a few years ago, as a, anyway, I started in November because, a lot of times we light candles in the wintertime just to save on having to use the electric for the heat. And, yeah, that's, we do this a lot. So therefore, that's why I have a lot of candle wicks and a lot of these things is your candle wick holders to set, make sure your wick stays nice and straight. And I've made them out of soup cans. I've made them out of, of course, aluminum cans and jars and anything really. I mean, there's I have an endless supply of different things I use to make candles with. So, but I got these little mason jars, really cheap, and I was like, this is gonna be my run start, and this is what I'm gonna use it for. So, of course, now I have to get me some more jars because I got 2 of these little mason jars left, but I've used up all the jars I bought beforehand. So now I gotta get me some more small ones so I can make me a new run of my wood smoke fragrance. So yeah, but this is gonna be my next run. So y'all have a great day, because these are going to take at least 20 to 30 minutes to cool and harden. So I don't have that much time, and I know you don't want to sit here for 20 to 30 minutes and wait for these to dry, so I can show you the end product. But what I'll do is I'll take a picture of it, and when I post this on YouTube, I'll have the picture of these that are when they're firm and solid and in solid state, and so therefore you'll see what the end outcome will be. So y'all have a great day, and I'll catch you again soon.